Hello and welcome. Today I would like to talk about the topic of, is there a purpose within this life? Now, isn't it amazing and liberating that if there is no purpose, that you can just be? There's nothing you must do. You can just be. But for most of us, we grow up believing that we must have a purpose. That this purpose is either God-given or that this purpose must be self-created. God-given purposes I have observed to be very interesting. They can create some really epic realities on both sides. There are some people that have created such a space of love through their belief in a God-given purpose, and there are some people who have done the exact opposite and who have displayed what would be considered the most terrible acts on this world, in this existence, based on their belief that they are following a God-given purpose. You see, the thing about a God-given purpose is that it is much more important than us. And so people can do unspeakable things through the belief that it is for God. Some of us create our own purpose, and we tell ourselves that my purpose is to help people, my purpose is to be a soccer player, my purpose is to have a family. I mean, the list goes on, it's infinite, right? It's a self-created purpose, so you will tell yourself that this is why I'm here. Now, I am not discussing this because I think there is a right or a wrong answer to this. I am not here to tell you that there is or there isn't a purpose for you. It's up to you to decide. What I am here to do is to ask you a question, maybe a couple of questions. Firstly, if you believe that you have a purpose, does this get you closer to the truth? What I mean by that is, knowing that a belief is just that, a belief. It is you ultimately saying, I don't know, but I'm going to pick something, even though it is not obvious. Even though it is not tangibly reality. I'm going to pick something. I believe in this. Does that get you any closer to the truth? Does that mean that you actually do have a purpose, or are you just telling yourself you are? If someone was to ask you, what is your purpose, or do you have a purpose? Would the closest answer to the truth be to give them an answer, or would it be, I don't know? Many of us choose self-created beliefs based on actions. For example, you could say that a tree's purpose is to convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. But that is just one of the many things that a tree does. It does not mean that it is the tree's purpose to do that. Now, maybe if that was the only thing the tree did, maybe this would be a much deeper conversation, right? Because, wow, it's the only thing this tree does, and so maybe it is its purpose. Maybe. It's just like us. We do many things, and you may deem that you do something better than others, but you do many things. And so to pick one of them and say that this is your purpose, it is your choice. If you decide to do this, you can. But is this the truth, and does this get you any closer to the truth? I think is a very interesting question to ask yourself. The last question I would invite you to ask yourself is why? Why do you desire to have a purpose? What does it bring into your life experience that you feel like you don't have? Does it bring a feeling of worthiness? Does it bring a feeling of meaning? Is this life not enough? Must you give yourself a purpose in order to live? Thank you for sharing this space with me. I invite you to ask yourself those questions and observe yourself in those moments, what feelings come up for you, what you experience. Infinite love to you all.